Hello students. So today we are starting topic number 1.7. This is graphs of function. So in this lecture we will finish topic number 1.7 and 1.8. In 1.7 graphs of function. So whatever functions we are studying means we study constant function, we study linear function, we study quadratic function. Clear? And in the coming chapters also means exponential function, trigonometric function, logarithmic function. So we are going to draw the graph of every function. So first of all, what is the definition of a graph? The graph of a function f of a function f is the line passing through all the points x comma fx. You can write this x comma fx or you can write it x comma y. Clear? On the xy plane. Clear? Like if this is the x-axis and this is the this is the x-axis and that is the y-axis. This is x-axis and y-axis. Clear? So if means want to draw a point here, so what does this point? This point is, let us say x1, y1. So how it is representing? So this distance, look here, this distance is x1 and this distance is y1. Clear? Similarly, if you want to draw a point here, this x2 comma y2. So what is x2? X2 is the first one is the distance that is covered on x-axis, and y2, that means the second coordinate is the distance covered on y-axis. So this is how to draw the points on xy plane. Clear? Then what is talking? He is talking about graph of a function. So what is the graph of a function? It is a line. Graph of a function is a line passing through all points on xy plane. So if we have say 5 points, so passing through all the 5 points, if we are drawing a means joining a line, then it is called the graph of the function for which those points belongs. So before we start the graphs of function, there are two important definition in the graphs of function. First definition is x-intercept. First definition is x-intercept. The x coordinate of a point, the x coordinate of a point where a graph of a function intersects. Graph of a function intersects the x-axis. X-axis is called a x-intercept of the function. Of the function. Clear? So it is obtained by putting fx equals to 0. So what you need to do is, whatever the value of fx is given, you need to put it equal to 0. So you will get different values of x. we will get various values of x, then x1 comma 0 means x1 is the value we obtained, x2 comma 0, clear, and so on, xn comma 0 are x intercepts. These are x intercepts, clear. So if this is the xy plane, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, clear. If the graph is passing through, say, a comma 0, and here the graph is passing minus b comma 0, clear. So this is x-intercept and this is x-intercept. X-intercept is on the x-axis and it is a coordinate. It is not a point, it is a coordinate, x-intercept, clear. So, or you can say a point also, that is named as x-intercept, clear. So if you want to say, okay, first we'll study y-intercept, then we'll evaluate all these things. Y-intercept. What is y-intercept? The y coordinate of the point, the y coordinate of the point where a graph of the function intersects. Intersects means crosses, intersects y-axis is called the y-intercept. Y-intercept of the function. Sorry. Of the function. It is obtained by putting x is equal to 0, clear. So if you will put x is equal to 0, that is f0, clear. So when you will put x is equal to 0, you will get various values, maybe one value, maybe but here we'll get one value only, clear. So the one value is the y-intercept. So therefore 0 comma y is the y-intercept. 0 comma y is the y-intercept. So if we move on x and y plane, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, clear. So this 0 comma y is the y-intercept. So y-intercept exists on y-axis, clear. And one more thing I want to tell you, we always have only one y-intercept. We may have many x-intercept, but y-intercept will only be one. And how to get y-intercept? Please remember this. The y-intercept is obtained by putting x is equal to 0, that is f0 we need to evaluate, clear. So first we'll start studying linear function, then we will evaluate x-intercept and y-intercept. So this is article 1.8, linear function and their graphs. So how we define linear function? We have already defined when I was defining types of function. So a function of the form, no problem, we will study again. A function of the form, a function of the form fx equals to ax plus b. Fx equals to ax plus b, where a and b are real numbers, and remember b is, sorry, a is not equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0, this x will remove, it will not be a linear function. So a function of the form is called a linear function, is called a linear function. Clear? For example, you can write, so many examples are there, like fx is equal to 3x minus 1, fx equals to 1 by 2x plus 9 upon 7. You write anything, only x should be here. If only x is here, then it is a linear function. Only x means this is linear function. Fx is equal to, say I'm writing 7. No, this is constant. No x is here. Now I'll write this. This is what? This is a linear function now. So these are the examples, and it is not always that x is positive. You can write 1 minus x. This is also a linear function. Clear? So if we talk about how the graph of the function, so if graph of a linear function, graph of a linear function, if we talk about the graph of linear function, so remember it is always a straight line. It is always a straight line. Clear? That passes through x comma 0 and 0 comma y. Clear? So it passing through x comma 0. What is x comma 0? X comma 0 is x intercept. And what is 0 comma y? It is y intercept. So this is the this is how to draw the graph of a linear function. And one more thing, if I want to talk about the domain and range of linear function, so the domain is, both are basically are the domain of a linear function is R, and the range of a linear function is R. Clear? Now question comes, why the domain and range are the real numbers here? Because I told you the domain is on x-axis. If you are talking about the domain, so domain is the set of values over x-axis. Range is the set of values over y-axis. Clear? So here we will graph the function. So there is no point in a linear function where we can get a imaginary answer. We always get a real answer, and for every value of x, the function fx is defined. Therefore the domain and range of linear function is the set of we can say real numbers. Clear? And one more thing, again I am telling you, this is a linear function. Fx is equal to ax plus b. There might be some question. Clear? How many x intercept exist for this? Always 1. How many y intercept exist for this? It is always 1. So only one x intercept exists and one y intercept exists for the linear function fx is equal to ax plus b. This is point number 1 you need to remember. Another point you need to remember is the domain and range of a linear function is always R. Clear? And there are two lines I want to tell you, fx equals to x and fx equals to minus x. These are special lines. Clear? So if I draw this line, this, oh sorry, if I draw this line from here like this one, this, oh again it is not going through center. Yes, look, this is fx is equal to x. Clear? And if I draw another line, like if I am drawing this is not coming. How can I draw this? Okay, let us see. Yes, this is fx is equal to minus x line. Clear? Or what you can do is you can let us say another graph so that you can understand clearly. This is x, this is y, and this is the center. So if we are making a line here like this, passing through center in this one, this is fx equals to minus x. If plus x is there, so this line makes an angle of 45 degree. Clear? If this is minus x, then this line makes an angle of minus 45 degree. This is how to draw the fx is equal to x and fx is equal to minus x. Now we will study one question and I will try to clear all of your doubts. Example, let f such that r to r be a linear function, defined by, and linear function is a polynomial function. Please remember, that's why the domain is R. Clear? So if x minus 4 or yes, x minus 4, no problem. Number 1, what is the domain of f? It's R, because this is a linear function, polynomial function and linear function. What is the range of R? Range of f is R. Clear? Now, first thing you need to find what is the x-intercept. Clear? How I told you how to find the x-intercept? X-intercept we evaluate by putting fx is equal to 0. Put fx 0. And if this is 0, how much we will get? X minus 4 equals to 0. X minus 4 equals to 0 means what is the value of x? The value of x is 4. Clear? If the value of x is 4, what does this mean? Thus, the x-intercept is how much? X is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 is the x-intercept. Similarly, if you calculate y-intercept, how much you will get? Put x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means f0 is equal to 0 minus 4. So f0 is equal to minus 4. Clear? So what is the y-intercept? Thus, the y-intercept is minus 4. Clear? So if we talk about what coordinate it will pass, it will pass 4, 0. It will pass 4, 0 because x value is 4. And where y-axis it will pass? It will pass y-axis by 0, minus 4. Understand? So there are 2 points where it will pass 4, 0 and 0, -4. What is the domain? R. What is the range? R. Clear? These 3, 4 things generally asked in this question. Now we will draw the graph. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Clear? Now what were the points? Let us see. The points were 4, 0, 0, -4. 4, 0. 4, 0 means this point. 4, 0. And 0, -4. 0, -4 is this point. 0, -4. X-axis positive this side, negative this side. Y-axis positive this side, negative this side. So now we need to draw a line that passes through these 2 points. And how we can draw? Oh, sorry again. This is. What is this line? If I tell you this is fx equals to x -4. This is the line. Fx is equal to x -4. Clear? So there are 5 things we have done in this question. What are these 5 things? These 5 things are: number 1, what is the domain? Number 2, what is the range? Number 3, what is the x-intercept? Number 4, what is the y-intercept? And number 5, how to write the graph of the function. Clear? Let us take one more question in which we will take x negative. Fx, let f such that R to R defined by fx is equal to -2x plus 7. -2x plus 7. So what we need to first we will calculate so that we can draw the graph here. Little space problem. X-intercept. How x-intercept we will calculate? Put fx 0. Fx 0 means -2x plus 7 is equal to 0. -2x is equal to plus 7 will shift here -7. Now divide by -2. This class x equals to negative cancel 7 by 2, or you can write this 3.50. Clear? So what is the coordinate through which the curve will pass? It is 3.5, 0. And what is the x-intercept? X-intercept is 3.5. Now number 2, y-intercept. Clear? Some people also call this coordinate as x-intercept, 3.5, 0. Some people call point this 3.5 is the x-intercept. No problem. So y-intercept, how you find y-intercept? Put x is equal to 0. So f0 is equal to how much? It is 0 plus 7. So f0 is equal to 7. So what is the value of y-intercept? The value of y-intercept is 7. And from where the curve will pass? It will pass 0, 7. Clear? These are the 2 things. Now, what is the third thing? What is the domain of f? What is the domain of f here? Because this is a linear function. Clear? So the domain of f is R. And what is the range of f? Range of f also R. Because this is a, what is this type of function? This is a linear function. Clear? So these 4 things we have evaluated. Now we will draw the graph of this. And how to draw the graph of this? Right, this is x, sorry, this is y, this is x, x, y. Clear? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we need 7 here. Clear? So no need to, because there is no negative value, so no need to draw here, but okay, no problem. Clear? Now 3.5. 1, 3.5 will be here in between. 3.5 comma 0. 0 comma 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 0 comma 7. 0 comma 7. Now you need to join these 2 points. Now with this pen, it is very difficult, my students. Okay, no problem. Little settle. So this is this straight line. You can draw this using scale. Clear? But here this pen is very slippery, so it is very difficult to draw the continuous line like this slanting line. This is called slanting line. Slanting means it is not parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. So this line is slanting line. So fx is equal to minus 2x plus 7. This is the equation of this line. Clear? So in the linear function, we have only two type of problems, where x is positive, where x is negative, and how to draw the graph, how to find the x-intercept, how to find the y-intercept. Clear? Now what type of question you may face in exam? Like question number 1. What? Let f such that R2 are defined by fx is equal to say 2x plus 3. Clear? The x-intercept is, the question may be, the x-intercept is, it may be a 1 mark question like this, B, C, D. So what is the x-intercept? It is 3, it is 2, it is 3 by 2, it is minus 3 by 2. Clear? So there are 4 options. So how you calculate x-intercept? The question solution is extremely simple. You find x-intercept by putting fx is equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to minus 3 divided by 2. X is equal to minus 3 by 2. So x-intercept is minus 3 by 2. So D is the right answer. Clear? Similarly, we can ask question for y-intercept. Similarly, what is the domain of fx is equal to some function they will write, or they will write linear function. What is the domain? What is the range? How to draw the graph? Understand or not understand? So these type of things generally we ask here. Okay, so that's all with the linear function. Next lecture we will study the most important function, and from that one you will ask 5 to 6 marks question. That name is quadratic function. So wait for the next week, then we will study quadratic function. Thank you very much.